In this video, I'm about to show you 15 pasta brands you need to stay away from and why, as well as 4 you should feel comfortable buying. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which boxes to leave on the shelf and which ones deserve a place in your pantry. Stick around, because what you discover might change the way you shop for pasta forever. Pasta should be simple and safe, but some of the brands lining grocery store shelves have been tied to serious contamination and mislabeling issues. For those who've trusted the same familiar labels for years, what you're about to learn might be unsettling. But stay with me, because I'll also show you which brands are actually doing things right. Number 15, Sprouts. For years, Sprouts has built a reputation as the healthier grocery option, the kind of place where people go when they want organic produce, clean labels, and products they can trust. So when you see their store brand pasta sitting on the shelf, it feels like a safe choice. But in recent years, that trust took a serious hit. Sprouts pasta products were pulled into a downstream recall tied to a Listeria monocytogenes contamination investigation involving ready-to-eat pasta meals. Listeria isn't just a minor concern. It's a dangerous bacteria that can cause severe illness, particularly in older adults whose immune systems may not be as strong as they once were. For seniors, pregnant women, and anyone with a weakened immune system, exposure to Listeria can lead to hospitalization or worse. The recall didn't happen because Sprouts caught the problem early. It happened because regulators traced contaminated products back through the supply chain, and Sprouts was one of the names on that list. That kind of reactive response raises questions about how closely these private label brands are monitoring what ends up on their shelves. When a store markets itself as the health-conscious alternative, finding its name tied to a pathogen outbreak feels like a betrayal. Number 14, Kroger. Walk into almost any Kroger, and you'll see aisles lined with their store brand products. It's one of the largest grocery chains in the country, and millions of families grab that simple Kroger label thinking it's a reliable, budget-friendly choice. But when it comes to pasta, Kroger has stumbled in ways that should concern anyone paying attention. Multiple Kroger store brand pasta items were swept up in the same Listeria monocytogenes contamination event that affected other retailers. The FDA's downstream recall database listed several Kroger entries, all tied to ready-to-eat pasta products that carried potential contamination risks. For older adults, this isn't just an inconvenience. Listeria infections can be life-threatening, causing fever, muscle aches, confusion, and in severe cases, meningitis. The fact that a chain as massive as Kroger, with resources most independent grocers could never dream of, ended up on a recall list raises uncomfortable questions. If they can't guarantee the safety of something as basic as pasta, what else might be slipping through the cracks? Kroger may dominate the American grocery landscape, but dominance doesn't equal diligence. Number 13, Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle is a household name across Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and Maryland. For decades, it's been the neighborhood grocery store people depend on. Their private label products line the shelves as affordable alternatives to national brands, and most shoppers assume they're just as safe. But recent recall history tells a more troubling story. Giant Eagle pasta salads were included in the downstream recall list related to the Fresh Realm contamination case. The FDA noted potential cross-contamination risks, meaning the problem wasn't just isolated to one product. When contamination spreads across manufacturing lines, it signals deeper issues with how facilities are monitored and maintained. For older shoppers who've been loyal to Giant Eagle for years, this kind of news hits differently. These are the people who remember when a store's name meant something, when trust wasn't just assumed, but earned. Finding out that a familiar brand carried contaminated pasta into their kitchens feels like a personal letdown, not just a corporate failure. Number 12, Albertsons Companies. Albertsons operates under a sprawl of store names: Safeway, Albertsons, Jewel-Osco, Vons, Shaw's, and more. Across the country, millions of people shop at these stores every week, trusting that the products on the shelves have been vetted and approved. But when it comes to pasta, that trust was put to the test. The FDA listed Albertsons Family, brands in the same downstream recall, due to possible Listeria contamination. This included refrigerated pasta meal kits sold under both the Albertsons and Safeway names. For families trying to save time with convenient ready-to-eat meals, these kits seem like a smart solution. But convenience shouldn't come with contamination risks. Older adults in particular often turn to meal kits as a way to simplify cooking without sacrificing a home-cooked feel. Discovering that those same kits carry potential pathogen exposure turns a time-saving choice into a health gamble. Number 11, Scott & Johns. Scott & Johns isn't a name most people recognize as a major player in the grocery world, but their products do make it onto shelves, often in specialty or regional markets. And in recent years, the brand found itself in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Scott & Johns recalled shrimp scampi with linguine due to potential Listeria monocytogenes contamination. The product was publicly listed in FDA recall documentation as part of the affected group tied to the Fresh Realm investigation. For anyone who bought that pasta dish expecting a quick, flavorful meal, the recall notice was a rude awakening. Listeria doesn't care how expensive or how simple a product is. It's an equal opportunity threat. And for older consumers, the stakes are even higher. A contaminated pasta dish that might cause mild discomfort in a younger person can lead to serious complications for someone in their 60s, 70s, or beyond. Number 10, Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has built a cult following. People love the quirky branding, the affordable prices, and the sense that they're shopping somewhere more thoughtful than a standard supermarket. But when it comes to food safety, even the most beloved brands can falter. A Trader Joe's pasta meal product was publicly listed in FDA notifications during the same Listeria investigation that swept through multiple retailers. The recall affected select refrigerated and frozen ready-to-eat pasta dishes, the kind of convenient options busy shoppers rely on. For fans of Trader Joe's, this kind of news can feel especially jarring. The brand markets itself as careful, curated, and trustworthy. Finding out that their pasta products were tied to a contamination event shakes that carefully built image. It's a reminder that no brand, no matter how trendy or well-loved, is immune to the supply chain risks that plague the food industry. Number 9, MarketSide. MarketSide is Walmart's answer to upscale prepared foods. The brand was introduced to give shoppers the feeling of a deli or specialty grocer without leaving the big box store. But underneath the slightly fancier packaging, MarketSide products are still part of the same massive supply chain that feeds Walmart shelves nationwide. And that system isn't foolproof. MarketSide branded pasta meals appeared in the FDA downstream recall for Listeria contamination. The products were associated with refrigerated meal kits prepared through third-party manufacturing, which highlights a common problem in the industry. When retailers outsource production to contractors, oversight can slip. Quality control becomes someone else's responsibility, and when something goes wrong, the retailer's name is still on the label. For Walmart shoppers who thought they were treating themselves to something a little nicer by choosing MarketSide, the recall was a stark reminder that a prettier package doesn't always mean a safer product. Number 8, Goodles. Goodles burst onto the scene as the cool new macaroni and cheese brand. Backed by celebrity investors and marketed as a healthier, cleaner take on a childhood classic, it seemed like the kind of product parents could feel good about serving. But even the trendiest brands can stumble when it comes to food safety. Goodles recalled certain macaroni and cheese products due to undeclared allergens, specifically milk and cashews. The FDA issued a public allergy alert related to the labeling failure. For families with allergies, this isn't just an annoyance. It's a genuine health threat. An undeclared allergen can trigger reactions ranging from mild discomfort to life-threatening anaphylaxis. What makes this particularly troubling is that Goodles positioned itself as the brand that cared about ingredients and transparency. If they couldn't get the label right, what else might be overlooked? Number 7, Melissa's. Melissa's World Variety Produce is known for specialty items, the kind of products you pick up when you want to try something different or add a unique ingredient to a recipe. But specialty doesn't always mean safe. Melissa's recalled pasta produros due to undeclared wheat allergens. The recall was classified under allergen mislabeling risk. which means the product label failed to warn consumers about an ingredient that could trigger serious reactions. For people with celiac disease or wheat allergies, this kind of oversight isn't just careless, it's dangerous. When you're shopping for specialty foods, you're often paying more because you expect higher standards. Discovering that a product you trusted carried hidden allergens undermines that expectation completely. Number 6, Heinen's. Heinen's is a regional grocer with a loyal following across Ohio and Illinois. Their store brand products are seen as reliable, the kind of thing you grab without worrying. But even regional favorites aren't immune to recall notices. An allergy alert was issued for Heinen's potato gnocchi due to undeclared milk. The recall was initiated by the supplier with FDA notice acknowledgement. For anyone with a dairy allergy or lactose intolerance, this kind of mislabeling can lead to uncomfortable or even dangerous reactions. Gnocchi is often seen as a comforting, simple dish. Finding out it carried an undeclared allergen turns that comfort into concern. Number 5, Dierbergs. Dierbergs is a staple grocery chain in the St. Louis area, and their Fresh Garden label is a familiar sight to locals. But familiarity doesn't guarantee safety. Dierbergs' Fresh Garden spiral pasta salad was recalled for undeclared egg content. The alert was classified as a Class 2 labeling issue under FDA regulations, which means there was a reasonable probability of adverse health consequences. For people with egg allergies, even trace amounts can trigger reactions. When a store brand product fails to properly declare allergens, it puts customers at risk and undermines the trust that keeps people coming back. Number 4, Taste of Inspirations. Taste of Inspirations is Hannaford's private label, marketed as a step up from generic store brands. The name suggests quality and care, but recent recall history suggests otherwise. The Greek pasta salad was recalled due to undeclared milk allergens. The product was distributed under the Ahold Delhaize brand umbrella, which includes multiple grocery chains. For shoppers who thought they were choosing a more thoughtful option by picking Taste of Inspirations, the recall was a disappointment. When a brand uses words like inspiration and taste, consumers expect attention to detail. Mislabeled allergens prove that marketing doesn't always match reality. Number 3, Whole Foods Market 365. Whole Foods built an empire on the promise of better food. Organic, natural, carefully sourced. Their 365 store brand was supposed to embody all of that at a more accessible price point. But even Whole Foods isn't immune to recall notices. The smoked mozzarella pasta salad was recalled for undeclared soy allergens. The affected product was distributed across multiple Whole Foods locations. For loyal Whole Foods shoppers who've come to expect higher standards, this kind of failure stings. When you're paying premium prices at a premium grocer, you expect the label to be accurate. Finding out it wasn't undermines the entire brand promise. Number 2, Craftology. Craftology markets itself as fun, creative, and whimsical. The kind of brand that makes meal prep feel a little less like a chore. But behind the playful branding, there's a serious problem. This is My Happy Place. Pasta salad was recalled due to undeclared cashews. The FDA alert identified mislabeling and allergen exposure risk. For anyone with a tree nut allergy, this kind of oversight could trigger a severe reaction. When a brand calls itself Craftology, you expect craftsmanship. What you don't expect is careless labeling that puts people at risk. Number 1, Hans Kissel. Hans Kissel is a lesser-known brand, but it still found its way into recall notices for reasons that should concern any careful shopper. A pasta salad recall was linked to mislabeling between different product varieties. The issue caused undeclared wheat exposure, violating allergen declaration standards. For people avoiding wheat for medical reasons, this kind of mix-up isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. When products are mislabeled or confused during packaging, it reveals gaps in quality control that should never exist in the first place. But if you thought all pasta brands had lost their way, I'm here to tell you that's not the case. There are still companies doing things right, brands that prioritize safety, simplicity, and transparency. Here are 4 pasta brands that are actually safe to buy. Number 4, Jovial Foods. Not every pasta brand is cutting corners or ignoring the basics of food safety. Jovial Foods proves that you can make pasta the right way and still thrive. This is a company that built its reputation on doing one thing exceptionally well: gluten-free pasta that actually tastes good and doesn't fall apart the moment it hits boiling water. What sets Jovial apart is transparency. They use only organic brown rice flour and water in their gluten-free pasta. That's it. No fillers, no mystery ingredients, no long list of additives you can't pronounce. And they don't stop at clean ingredients. Jovial tests their products for heavy metals such as arsenic and enforces internal safety limits that go beyond what regulators require. For older adults who've had to navigate gluten sensitivities or celiac disease, finding a pasta brand they can actually trust is a relief. Jovial delivers that trust in every box. Number 3, Tinkyada. Tinkyada is one of those brands that doesn't shout for attention. You'll find it quietly sitting on the shelf in the gluten-free section, usually with a simple label and no flashy marketing gimmicks. But for anyone who's tried it, the quality speaks for itself. Tinkyada produces certified organic, single-grain, brown rice pasta with minimal ingredient processing. That means you're getting pasta that's as close to pure rice as you can get in a dried noodle form. What makes Tinkyada stand out even more is that their pasta is produced in a dedicated gluten-free facility certified by OCIA, the Organic Crop Improvement Association. That certification isn't handed out lightly. It means the facility has been inspected, verified, and maintained to strict standards. For people managing celiac disease or severe gluten intolerance, that kind of guarantee matters. Cross-contamination isn't just a nuisance, it's a serious health risk. Tinkyada eliminates that worry. Number 2, Ancient Harvest. Ancient Harvest isn't trying to reinvent pasta. They're just making it the way it should be made, with real ingredients and real care. Their pasta is made from organic quinoa, brown rice, and corn flours, giving it a nutritional profile that stands out from traditional wheat pasta. It's naturally gluten-free, high in protein, and doesn't taste like cardboard, which is more than you can say for a lot of gluten-free options. What really sets Ancient Harvest apart is their commitment to verification. They're non-GMO project verified, which means their products undergo ongoing compliance testing to ensure they meet strict non-GMO standards. That's not just a label slapped on the box for marketing purposes, it's a third-party certification that requires documentation, testing, and transparency. For shoppers who care about what goes into their food, that level of accountability is reassuring. Number 1, Banza. If there's one brand that's changed the way people think about pasta, it's Banza. Made primarily from chickpeas with non-GMO xanthan gum as a binder, Banza turned what used to be a niche health food product into something you can find in almost any major grocery store. And it's not just about being trendy. Banza delivers real nutritional value. It's naturally high in plant protein and fiber, which means it keeps you fuller, longer, and doesn't spike blood sugar the way traditional pasta can. For older adults managing their health, that makes a real difference. But beyond the nutrition, what matters most is safety. Banza has no major allergen recalls reported. In an industry where mislabeling and contamination seem to pop up constantly, that clean record is worth noting. When you grab a box of Banza, you're getting pasta that's not only better for you, but also made by a company that seems to understand the basics of food safety. And in today's grocery landscape, that's something worth celebrating. So there you have it. 15 pasta brands with troubling histories and 4 you can actually trust. The next time you're standing in the pasta aisle, take a moment to read the label and think about what you're bringing home. Pasta should be simple, safe, and satisfying. Stick with the brands that respect that, and you'll never have to worry about what's hiding in the box.